Thank God it's Friday. We're back. This is VN News and it's our weekend edition. We're coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. My name is Kevin Afrique. We're accessible on www.venationtv.com. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to get a repost of all the exciting programs we have right here on VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. On this weekend's edition, these are some of the stories you should be expecting. MTN Ghana launches Hitmaker Season 7. Nigerians react to photo of a Gucci shoelace that cost 2.3 million naira. Blackface sues Wizkid and Banky W for theft of his intellectual property. Still coming up, quite a sad one. Singer Aretha Franklin passes on after prolonged battle with cancer. And coming up also on the international front, actress NATHALIE EMMANUEL reveals what to expect in the next season of Game of Thrones. Details of all the stories and sports we have coming up on today's bulletin. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. We'll be right back with more details after this.
Venetian Pictures is a production firm in Ghana aimed at becoming the renowned production company in Africa and beyond. Services rendered include film production and editing, shooting of TV commercials and videos, photo shooting, event coverage such as wedding, engagement, parties, funerals, etc. Locate Venetian Pictures inside King Solomon's Heights on the Trampolini Street off the Community 18 Road. Contact Venetian Pictures on 030-3962-776 or 0240-289-952 for booking inquiries. You can also reach us on.
Right, welcome back. This is still VN News and we are just about to kickstart. If you're just joining us, this is our Friday edition. We're coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. Log on to our website www.venationtv.com. You get more trending stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get a repost of all the exciting programs we have right here. Now let's move straight to a first story coming from Ghana, where the 7th edition of the MTN Hitmaker has been launched. Now mind you, MTN Hitmaker is one of the most talked about reality show, the reality show that has been in the system in Ghana for the past couple of years now and are doing so well. It's produced a lot of talented musicians and we are currently enjoying their songs. So mobile telecommunication network MTN Ghana has launched its 7th season of Hitmaker reality show. Now the popular reality TV show is aimed at giving authentic, talented and potential singers and rappers a platform to build upon themselves and be ready for the music industry. Now musicians such as Kidi, Carl Songs, Ko Ntakra, Nataria, Tobe, Kwame Eugene and others have been able to flourish in the Ghanaian music industry. Now they are all product of the MTN Hitmaker. It's indeed been doing well over the past couple of years and the season 7 is launched now, so we're going to be expecting to see younger, more talented musicians and rappers coming from this season. We're going to see how that pans out for them. Away from that story, let's move straight into Nigeria, where Blackface is back again. He's always backlashing someone or the other. Now Blackface sues Wizkid and Banky W for theft of his intellectual property, so he claims. So Blackface has sued Banky W and his former artist under EME Wizkid for intellectual property theft. Now the singer, who took to his Instagram page to make the announcement, mentioned that he has kept quiet since 2011. This is like 7 years ago, and it was all because he felt music should not involve lawyers since he considered it as just an act. Yes, so he's suing Banky W and Wizkid for stealing his intellectual property. We don't know what that is exactly, but we should remind you, Blackface is one of those musicians. I would say musicians who are not doing so well, but you know, tries as much as he possibly can to backlash his colleagues in the industry. We don't know how this is going to pan out for him. Banky W or Wizkid is yet to respond to this suit, but as you can see, there are photos of the suit papers there. We're going to see how this pans out in the coming days. But mind you, Blackface, he keeps talking. He talks a lot. Away from that story, something quite interesting popped up not too long, and that's the fact that a photo of a Gucci lace worth over 2 million naira popped up on social media, and Nigerians have reacted to it. I mean, come on, how would you buy a shoelace for 2.3 million naira. Well, we're going to see how that pans out. Now, Nigerians have reacted to a viral photo of a new Gucci shoelace that cost a whooping $6,500. Well, $6,500 for some celebrities is quite small, you know. And that is approximately about 2.3 million naira. Now, the viral photo was shared by a Twitter user simply identified as he made his name over there. Now, some people are saying that if the shoelace is costing 2.3 million naira, how much will the shoe cost? Are you going to keep the shoelace as a souvenir? You know, Nigerians, when they see stuff like this, it doesn't really go down well with some of us at all. So Nigerians have taken to social media to not just blast that Gucci, but to say that the people who produce that shoelace that is costing over 2 million naira, maybe something is really wrong with them. But mind you, there are people who for that cost is cheap because it's $6,500. I mean, it's cheap for some celebrities. So if you can't afford it, don't criticize. Well, Nigerians, that is not going down well with Nigerians. But it's quite funny when you go on social media right now, you see the comment that people are giving under that particular post, you would want to just laugh out. Well, those are the major stories we have coming up on this weekend's edition. There are more trending stories on our website, www.venetiantv.com. Log on to our website to get more trending stories. We'll go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Of entertainment.
Right, you welcome back. This is still VN News and it's our Friday edition. Quite brave though, but we're coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. So not too long, we announced we got to report about the fact that a legendary singer, the Queen of Soul actually, Aretha Franklin, was sick and she's been admitted in the hospital. Well, a couple of hours ago she's been announced dead, and her families and well wishers all around the world are currently mourning her right now. Celebrities, even Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, has thrown out his condolences to the entire family and the world at large, because Aretha Franklin is indeed the Queen of Soul songs. Now, popular American soul singer Aretha Franklin has died. Now, she passed on August 16 at the age of 76. Now, the legendary singer died in her Detroit home under hospice care and surrounded by family. She was diagnosed with a cancer in 2010 and announced last year she was retiring from music. Now, she was admitted into the hospital on Monday. We brought a report on that. She was admitted, and even the doctors said she was responding to treatment. But as it stands, she's passed on, and celebrities all around the world are actually celebrating, and they've taken to their social media handle to share photos of her and celebrate her demise. She's done well, 76, she's lived well, and she's indeed left a legacy. Maybe one of these episodes I will feature her in the biography, so you get to know more about the legendary herself, Aretha Franklin, and how she brought soul music to life of what we enjoy today. Now, finally, on the international front, for those of you who are fan of a Game of Thrones and you're expecting to see the next season, yes, you should keep your fingers crossed, because the next season is about to pop up on your screen. Now, actress NATHALIE EMMANUEL reviews what to expect in the next season of Game of Thrones. Now, mind you, NATHALIE is one of the lead characters in this. I'll say yes, lead character, because she's always there one way or the other. Now, she's reviewed what to expect, what fans and followers all around the world should expect in the next season of Game of Thrones. Now, according to her, Game of Thrones is packed with tons of stories, and lots of all the stories are yet to come to conclusion. So in the coming season, they should expect story from surrounding these particular characters coming to an end. There's going to be heartbreak, there's going to be a lot of heated tensions in this new season. Now, according to her, the previous seasons has been, stories has been gradually developing, but this new one, stories are coming to climax where fans are going to see the end of a particular story. So yes, if you're expecting to see great storyline in the coming Game of Thrones, this new season, you should not miss it when it releases. So the actress herself, one of the characters in it, NATHALIE EMMANUEL, has revealed that there is a lot to expect in this coming season. Well, those are the major stories we have coming up on today's bulletin. Log on to our website, www.venetiantv.com, for more trending stories. God will bring you to you Focus Sports after this.
V-Nation Pictures is a production firm in Ghana aimed at becoming the renowned production company in Africa and beyond. Services rendered include film production and editing, shooting of TV commercials and videos, photo shooting, event coverage such as wedding, engagement, parties, funerals, etc. Locate V-Nation Pictures inside King Solomon's Heights on the Trampolini Street off the Community 18 Road. Contact Venetian Pictures on 030-3962-776 or 0240-289-952 for booking inquiries. You can also reach us on.
With joy and ecstasy, I welcome you to the Friday edition of Focal Sports on VN News on VN TV. With me, God with me, Amate. Well, straight away, let's not move around anywhere. Let's delve into local content first. And then we are starting off with some good news coming all the way from Zurich, where you will reckon that this week has been a back and forth where FIFA and Ghana has been exchanging letters as if they were past lovers. Now, in the sense that over the course of the week, you realize that FIFA cautioned Ghana, or they gave us a warning that if we don't take care, we risk the chance of getting banned. But that notwithstanding, also the government replied swiftly, and also they went to Zurich, and then at the end of the day, finally, just finally, a normalization committee will be set in place, meaning that the EXCO members, which were under the then Nyantechi administration, they have been disbanded, and they, unfortunately, they will be losing their position, and the normalization committee will be set in place to administer Ghana football. And Ghana football will be back in contention. We'll be able to get ourselves back into football activities. You reckon that it affected our participation in the ongoing World Cup tournament in France, where Ghana were booted out of the competition, conceding the highest number of goals over there. So just maybe we'll be able to get ourselves prepped up before our game against Kenya come next month, in the month of September. Let's still go away from the local content and delve into foreign news, and then we'll be starting off in France. And then, like I always say, the one-stop shop, the one-stop platform for your news when it comes to the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup is no further than Focal Sports on VN News on VN TV. Now, straight away, let's pick up some results that took place over the course of yesterday. Now, the sole representative of Africa currently, or the remaining representative of Africa in the ongoing tournament, was Nigeria, the Super Falcons. They wrestled for supremacy against Spain, and unfortunately, they lost by 2-1 against their counterparts from Europe, that is Spain. And then they lost by 2-1. Aitana Bomati and also Patricia Vizcarro Gutierrez, they got the 2 goals for the Spanish national team, and then Nigeria got their consolation goal through Peace Efi. Now, the other game saw France knock-ons against North Korea, where Amélie Delabre got the only goal to push out North Korea out of the competition. You reckon that North Korea, they are the defending champions, so unfortunately they won't have the chance to defend the trophy they won in the last edition. Away from that, and then we are delving straight into men's football, and then you realize that this weekend is going to be power packed. In fact, it's going to be pregnant, in the sense that we are going to see an avalanche of matches. Now, let's start off in the French Ligue 1, where we are in match week 2. And on Friday, that is today or tonight at 6:45, and you have Reims Locnos against Lyon. Relatively an easy encounter, but take note that Stade Reims won their first game, so this could be a banana peel for Olympique Lyonnais. On Saturday, that is tomorrow, you'll be having Guingamp Locnos against Paris Saint-Germain, Amiens against Montpellier, Cayenne versus Nice, Dijon Locnos against Nantes, Monaco versus Lille, Rennes versus Angers. Now you go to Sunday, and then Strasbourg will be playing against Saint-Etienne at 1 p.m. At 3 p.m. it will be the 10 of Toulouse to host Bordeaux, and then finally Nîmes against Marseille. Away from that, and let's go to the very tactical, very excellent, very thought-provoking league title in the shape of the Serie A, the Scudetto. And this time around, we are going to witness Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos, our very old commandant, making his debut in the Serie A. He's going to wear the jersey of the white and black. I'm making a special reference to the Bianconeris, or aka old ladies of Italian football. In Italy, they are known as La Vecchia Signora, the old ladies of Italian football. That is Juventus. And then tomorrow at exactly 4 p.m. Chievo Verona will be hosting Juventus at the Stadio Marc Antonio Bentigordi. So expect to watch Ronaldo over there delivering the goods for Juventus. I won't be surprised if he gets a goal in that game, and then believe you me, if he gets a goal, you owe me something over them. Now at 6:30, Lazio will be playing against Napoli in the top lineup on match day 1 in the Serie A at the Stadio Olimpico. On Sunday, it will be the 10 of Torino to play against AS Roma at the Olimpico. Gran Torino. AC Milan versus Genoa has been postponed. That match could have taken place at the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium. Now Bologna versus Spal will take place at the Stadio Renato Dell'Ara. Also, let's not take let's take notice that Empoli will be playing against Cagliari at the Stadio Carlo Castellani. Parma versus Udinese at the Stadio Ennio Tardini. The Stadio Luigi Ferrari was supposed to host the game between Sampdoria and Fiorentina, but due to one or two things over them, that's the bridge fall over there, it has caused the game to be postponed. So they are in the morning stage over them. Then we over here, we are morning sympathizing with the fans over them in Sampdoria. Sassuolo versus Inter Milan and then at the Mapei Stadium. And on Monday, Atalanta Bergamo will be locking us against Frosinone Calcio at 6:30 p.m. at the Stadio Atletico Azzurri d'Italia. Now you go to the La Liga, where finally it's going to start off over them on match day 1 on Friday, that is tonight. You'll be having Girona versus Valladolid. Valladolid, they are a newly promoted team in the Serie A. So in case you are not familiar with the name, they are a newly promoted team. At exactly 8:15 p.m. it will be the turn of Real Betis to lock once against Levante. On Saturday at 4:15, it will be the turn of Celta de Vigo against Espanyol. Villarreal will be playing against Real Sociedad. Barcelona. They were winners of the Super Cup of the Spanish division over them, so they will be playing against Alaves at 8:15. So expect to see Malcolm, the likes of Philippe Coutinho, Korea, Lionel Andres Messi, Coutinho, Lapuga, Tomica, and Emmanuel Distinto, who is the new captain of the Barcelona setup. And let's not forget Ousmane Dembele as well. So these players will be in action for Barcelona. You can't afford to miss that particular encounter. On Sunday, Eibar against Huesca. Huesca is also a newly promoted side in the division of the Spanish La Liga Santander. Rayo Vallecano against Sevilla. Real Madrid CF, they are the dethroned champions when it comes to the UEFA Super Cup. They lost their title to Atletico Madrid. They will be playing against Getafe at the Estadio Santiago de Bernabeu. On Monday, Estadio Mestalla will see Valencia playing against Atletico Madrid, the top liner of the Spanish Liga Santander. You can't afford to miss that particular encounter, because the likes of Diego Godin will be in action. Antoine Griezmann, Miquel Griezmann will be there. Thomas Lemar, absolutely phenomenal on the day against Real Madrid CF. And Thomas Partey, our very own Thomas Partey, will be in action. Atletico Bilbao versus Leganes. And then a groundbreaking story has it that the Spanish Liga Santander, do not be surprised if you see some of the matches moving to United States of America or Canada or some parts of North America. Yes, that's the sort of deal they've signed for the next 15 years. So expect to see, to a larger extent, the El Clasico being played in the United States, or better still, maybe Valencia, Atletico Madrid in Canada or somewhere also. Away from that, let's focus on the very exciting, very enthralling, very entertaining league fixture in the term of English Premier League. It is very exciting, very competitive, highly competitive. A lot of teams get into this tournament or get into this competition, and the sort of hype over there is superb. It's awesome. Now let's focus on the matches. And on Saturday, tomorrow, you'll be having Cardiff against Newcastle at the Cardiff City Stadium at 2 p.m. It will be the turn of Southampton to play as guests against Everton at the Goodison Park. Leicester City against Wolverhampton Wanderers at King Power Stadium. Tottenham Hotspur will be playing against Fulham at the Wembley Sports Stadium. West Ham United against Bournemouth at the London Sports Stadium. And then Chelsea, the Blues, at exactly 4:30 p.m. Two new coaches will be handling teams. They will be playing against Arsenal. Maurizio Sarri on one side for Chelsea, who started off with an exciting 3-0 away win over Huddersfield Town. And also Arsenal will be playing against Chelsea. Arsenal lost their first game by 2-0. So Arsenal are yet to break the dark in terms of getting a goal in the 2018-2019 English Premier League season. Maybe, just maybe, the likes of Alexander Lacazette, Pierre-Emerick Emiliano, Francois Aubameyang will come to the booth and will be able to convert chances for Arsenal against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. On Sunday, it will be the turn of Burnley to play against Watford at the Turf Moor. Manchester City against Huddersfield Town at the Etihad Sports Stadium. Brighton and Hove Albion against Manchester United at the American Express Community Stadium. And on Monday, Liverpool, the Reds, will be playing as guests against Jordan Ayew's Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park. So on that note, we'll need to bounce out for a premature note. Yes, it's very important that we bounce out on a premature note, because I'll be back with Kelvin FNK to wrap up everything here. VN News returns shortly after this set of commercials.
My country people, how on a day or Saturday don't reach for another bunga mock news on. I know the way they do am. Federal government don't provoke follow people where they said coding. Say everybody now for north Now so they drink up, they swallow could they know they put a miss again. Everybody now they drink out waka like with the bottle. You hear the song itself because say Buhari na friend na. You just come here. You marry her, no one apology. One of our honorable what they call Ahmed. Say yeah, you where they do face like cockroach. So you are welcome. The man I just pay you for this way you do. I like your Gorima Pasha. Yeah, Gorima Pasha not be your. Even the guy wey dey back, whether na the DSS or na SS or na wanting, the guy confused. If you say the guy don't make tools, he call the spine. He call they do hair like this. He call the spine.
Mock news showing only on VNTV every Saturday at 14 GMT.
Right, welcome back. So that was Focus Sports. How has the week been so far?
The week has been quite exciting in the sense that issues have gone back and forth in FIFA and in Ghana. They have been more or less like lovers. You remember back in the days where...
Oh, you calling them lovers?
Yes.
After the sanction they gave to Ghana,
they didn't give us a sanction. They nearly.
Okay, they cautioned. Okay.
So they were exchanging letters like back then in primary school.
So that's where you terminate.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna see how that pans out. Mind you, tomorrow is our omnibus. We'll get to discuss a lot that was trending during the week, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you want to make a date with us. Now, before we let you go, let's give you a recap of our headlines. MTN Ghana launches Hitmaker Season 7. Nigerians react to photo of a Gucci shoelace that cost 2.3 million naira. Now, Blackface sues Wizkid Banky for theft of his intellectual property. And on the international front, the singer Aretha passes on after prolonged battle with cancer. And finally, on the international front, actress NATHALIE EMMANUEL reveals what to expect in the next season of Game of Thrones.
And in sports, government to discontinue pursuit of GOV'T dissolution. Also in the French Liga, MONACO play LILLE in top liner as Olympic Lyonnais, PSG and Marseille search for second win. Away from that, in the Serie A, Ronaldo to feature against CHIEVO as LAZIO hosts Napoli in TITANIC clash. And finally, Arsenal in search of first 3 points as they play as guests to Chelsea, and Liverpool play Palace on first Monday night clash.
Well, those are the major stories we brought to you and more earlier on today's bulletin. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to get a repost of this particular news bulletin if you just join us. Tomorrow, as I made mention, is our omnibus. You would want to make a date with us. Once again, my name is Kevin FK.
And mine is Godwin Amateru.